baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we need right there.
Yes!
Look at that one right there.
It's time to find the best teams in the Northern Conference as FLW College Fishing hits Philpott Lake in the hills of Virginia, where the bass lurk deep.
On this lake, I'd say it's just about anybody's game.
Woo! Yes! The Philpott special right there, baby.
Only one team will win a brand new Ranger boat, and it starts right now. Here they are, the College Fishing National Champions. Teams have set out on a cool Blue Ridge mountain morning to work the deep, clear waters of Philpott Lake near Martinsville, Virginia. The Northern Conference boasts some big names in college fishing, veteran teams like Virginia Tech, and returning conference champs Ramapo College. Each team is looking for the 5 best bites to secure a spot in the 2013 College Fishing National Championship.
Puts them at 18-8. They are the new leaders.
Among the schools that have qualified are some new names. FLW College Fishing is one of the fastest growing college sports in the country, and the Northern Conference features some extremely talented clubs. In fact, one of these teams could be your next national champion. But they have to make it through the first 2 days of competition here on a very tough lake, as only 5 teams will qualify for nationals.
Go Penn State!
There will be no room for mistakes, and patience will be as important as choosing the right spot.
Nice!
It's the 2012 Northern Conference Championship on Philpott Lake. Hey everybody, Jason Harper here, joined by my co-host Chris Jones. And Chris, when you look at the map of college fishing, you come to the Northern Conference, and the Northern Conference is stout. Some really strong sticks and tough competition here.
And I'll tell you what, if you look at some of these schools and their home fisheries, you'll see how diverse they really are, Jason. SUNY Plattsburgh, upstate New York on Lake Champlain, one of the greatest bass fisheries in the world, a deep clear water deal. Then you go to the state of Ohio.
Look out!
Ohio State. That whole state, you've got nothing but small, tough bodies of water that are really challenging, that those guys learn how to fish, I mean, competitively, and the weights are always close in Ohio. And then you go to Michigan State, and you look at that whole state, you've got the Great Lakes up there, some of the greatest bodies of water in the world. These guys come from diverse fisheries, and that's what makes them so tough and so competitive.
A lot of schools known for their athleticism and their tough competition. So let's talk about the teams that did do well on day one. The Hokies, Virginia Tech, certainly known as one of the better bass clubs around the country. 3 of their teams from Virginia Tech qualified to get here.
7 pounds even.
Our leaders after day one, Fairmont State University. Looking for a little redemption from last year. They always do well here, and a lot of these schools call Philpott Lake their home lake, like Virginia Tech. Fairmont State, not so much. They're nearby, but when you have a lake like this at this time of year when things are starting to cool off, is there a clear home field advantage?
I don't really think so, Jason. I'll tell you why. You're looking at a transition period right now in this fishery where fish are going from deep to shallow.
There it is.
And that's a great equalizer for guys that like to fish shallow. Those guys that can cast accurately, flip, throw topwater baits, they'll do well this week. But the whole deal is the deep bite. Those guys that are finding these massive schools of bass over deep structure, those brush piles, those guys are the ones that are doing well. The tough part is upgrading. Now, you're seeing lots of guys catching lots of fish, but they're all in the same size, you know, 1.5 pounds to 2.5 at the biggest. It's really hard to catch that 3 and 3.5 pounder, which is a kicker here. But if a guy can find that, he'll do well.
That's going to be interesting to see. It's cut day, so there's always a lot of movement on the leaderboard on day 2. 20 teams cut down to just the top 5 that will survive to fish the 3rd and final day. Who will walk away this year's Northern Conference champion? We'll find out.
We're sitting in first place, and this is the start of the 2nd day. We're just kind of running around, hit a lot of spots, fishing slow, but we're covering a lot of water still.
This lake is tough. I mean, it's unlike any lake we've seen, really, back home. I mean, largemouth don't act the way that they should normally. You can catch them deep, you can catch them shallow. It just depends.
After day 1, it's pretty clear that this lake's going to prove to be a challenge, as 7 pounds is where our top 5 cut line currently lies. Virginia Tech has 3 teams here at this event, and 2 of them could make it to the 3rd and final day.
You know, I'd say our biggest competition is Fairmont. They're in the lead, and that's where we want to be. This year is the first time I've been on Philpot, just because I usually go to Smith Mountain or Claytor Lake instead. Those are a little bit closer. I'm learning it fast, though. I've fished it probably 5 or 6 times in the last month.
This is the first time I'll be fishing here, but I live in Covington, and I fish on Moomont, which is pretty much deep and clear like this, so hopefully I can apply some of that, what I've been doing at home, to here.
In FLW college fishing, the team may catch as many fish as possible and then bring their 5 biggest bass back to check-in. Weight is cumulative over the 3-day event with an 8-ounce penalty for any fish that perishes.
I haven't really figured the morning bite thing out yet. It's been hard. Tell you what, you see them bust all over the place, and we just can't figure how to get them to bite. That's most of our day right there.
Despite the bad mornings, SUNY Plattsburgh has caught enough fish on day 1 to land them in 3rd place, and their situation can improve quickly when they hook into a big fish.
Oh yeah, nice largemouth.
Yes! Yes! That's what I'm talking about right there.
Just came off, too.
The Philpott special right there, baby. Woo!
You can see our depth finder that in practice we were definitely fishing this spot a lot. This whole little circle here is all the tracks we've been through, so we pretty much know all the good spots in this little area right here. So I love seeing people run around because they're not catching fish doing that. We know this spot's like a hit or miss spot, so we decided to give it 10 minutes and we showed up right away, and I ended up losing a big one, but if they're biting here, normally you can get a couple. Sure. Not as big as the first one, but we'll measure. Fish?
Yeah.
That'll work right there, baby. Yes. Yes.
Number 1.
Possibly number 2.
Yeah, yours keep.
I don't know, I didn't look at it yet. Keeper number 2. On the way.
Make it?
Yeah, he's like 12 and a half.
That's sweet.
Got him, go.
That's a fatty.
You got him again, got him.
Oh yeah, that's a good fish. Oh, that's a jump.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
Who's going to be making plans for a trip to Nationals? We find out when FLW returns.
National Guard FLW College Fishing is brought to you by the 2012 Chevy Silverado, the most dependable, long-lasting full-size pickups on the road. Walmart, save money, live better. Straight Talk, cut your cell phone bill in half and feel richer. National Guard, always ready, always there. Mercury Marine. And by new Snapple Lightly Sweetened Teas, made from the best stuff on earth.
When they hit this thing, it's like you hit a concrete wall. They don't mess around when they hit it.
We just got to be patient here.
If I can get 2 more back in this grass, I got a chance.
Oh, hit it.
Welcome back to the 2012 FLW College Fishing Northern Conference Championship. The second day of competition is halfway through, and for the 20 teams that have traveled from all over the northern region, Virginia's Philpott Lake is the playing field. The top 2 teams are working deep water with a drop shot, hoping for quality bites, but some are finding fish back around shallow banks.
That's right. Swim jig, baby. Swim jig is Philpott.
Jonathan Miller of Shippensburg University is sticking to the shallow areas and getting some much-needed weight into the boat, as it'll probably take around 12 to 14 pounds to make the final day cut. That means the pressure's building for schools like Radford University, who have yet to land a 5-fish limit.
Our first 2 fish came off a drop shot, just watching them on the graph in about 30 feet of water. We've just been trolling over schools and schools of fish, just trying to find one that we can drop on and catch.
Got him, get him.
Gosh, it's a good one.
That's a good fish, dude. That's a really good fish.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
That's what we need right there. 2 more of those.
You hear some of the pros like David Dudley always saying, follow your instincts, and we pretty much finished the day here yesterday, and we had a pretty good like later end of the day, so we were like, we should stop here in the morning. It definitely paid off making that little stop. There it is.
Yeah, good one.
Yep.
Oh yeah, it's a good fish. Oh, that's a giant. Oh, that's a giant.
Woo! Yes! That's what I'm talking about right there.
That's a big one for this place.
Yes! Look at that one right there. We're on the way right now.
Yeah, we're trying to take some of the words that I know from FLW pro, Castro pro David Dudley. It says he who catches the most fish will win. Fish on.
These young anglers are quick to soak up the tips from one of the best anglers in the sport, and it would appear that 3-time Kellogg's Angler of the Year David Dudley is having quite an impact on college fishing.
When I was down here practicing, I figured it out. Boy, you went to every point, fish that depth, and you catch them. It's all about these long, sloping points. Oh, look at that.
That's got to be it.
Oh, hit it. You got it again. Got him. Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him.
Yeah, it's a nice fish. That's a good fish, dude. I love it.
You come out here to 107 feet of water, you start catching largemouths. Makes perfect sense.
Oh, yeah.
Time on the water is over as the teams head to the weigh-in being held at Martinsville. This community has a lot of bass fishing fans, and they've shown their support of college fishing all week. This corner of Virginia has trout-filled streams, a furniture-making past, and is home to a little speedway known to hold a few races.
Philpott Lake was built between 1948 and 1951. The powerhouse was finished in about 1953. It's a very deep lake. At its deepest point, it's about 190 feet deep. So you really got to know how to fish a deep, clear lake that's pretty cold down at the bottom.
The great thing about these college conference championships is we get to go into these communities that have never had these events before. And so we're exposing people to our high school and college fishing programs, and showing them, you know, about the programs gives a lot of excitement and a lot of enthusiasm to these areas.
Kids are always looking for something to do, and this gives them an opportunity to get out on the water, get in the outdoors, and hopefully teaching them something that'll last them a lifetime.
To have this like little, I guess, beginner level, and to get me into the college level is just great. It set the pathway to the college, and I'm hoping college will set the pathway for the pros.
7 pounds and 9 ounces, 7 pounds and 10 ounces, 11 pounds and 1 ounce.
Wow. Will Deppenbach, Ryan Ratcliffe, Fairmont State University.
7 pounds, 14 ounces. Fairmont State is back in the lead with 17-8.
Last year's Northern Conference champions, Ramapo College.
9 pounds and 11 ounces puts them at 18-8. They are the new leaders.
Once you can win it, it gets a bug in you, and you just want to do it again and again. Like, the drive is always there.
So after 2 rounds of competition, we now have 5 of the best ready for the final day. Ramapo's in the perfect position to repeat as Northern Conference champions.
Go Hokie! That's what I'm talking about, Chris.
Yes! Number 1. I'm talking about right there. Fish on. Oh, all day long.
Every decision is crucial, and the final day will see one team's fortune change with a single decision. Stay tuned.
We're down 4.5 pounds right now, but if they just have a little stumble and we go out and have the kind of day that we have in our minds right now, it's going to be real close.
Probably today I'll need to catch either the second biggest bag or the biggest bag that I've ever caught out of Philpot in my days practicing here. But it can be done, they're in here.
Day 1 was luck, day 2, we squeaked it out. And day 3, I don't know, we're going to just
have some fun.
Yeah.
This is all about.
Final day action for the Northern Conference Championship for National Guard FLW College Fishing. Philpott Lake, it doesn't get any more exciting than the top 5, the last day. And it seems like there's a little bit of deja vu. Let's go back to 2011. This team right here, Fairmont State, dropped out of first place into second. You go to the final day, Ramapo steps all over you guys, takes home the title. Fast forward to 2012, Ryan, Will, we're in the exact same situation. You guys want revenge or what?
Oh, yeah. I mean, Second place hurts, so we definitely don't want to do that again.
Will, yeah, come on, you guys got to come out on top or something.
Yeah, I don't want to finish in second. I definitely want to win this thing, especially don't want to lose the same team twice. So I've been to 4 of these regionals, and I want to win this one.
Can Fairmont State do it? I have no idea. Ramapo sits a pound in the lead. Chris Jones with the Roadrunners, our leaders right now.
All right, thanks, Jason. Yeah, we're here with our leaders coming into this final day, the Ramapo College team, Joe Zapp, and we got Jeff Voss and 2 guys that are looking at deja vu, man. You guys were in this situation 1 year ago.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the tournament's looking very similar to last year's, but it's definitely a tighter field than we had, so weights are a little closer together. We're just hoping we can pull it through today and get another 5 good ones that'll carry us through for the win.
Yeah, now you guys caught a limit in 30 minutes yesterday, so I know you guys are on some fish, but a 1 pound lead is tough. And Philpott Lake, it's got a lot of schools, but a lot of schools are small fish. That weight is so close. Pressure?
Yeah, definitely a little more pressure than last year, but 1 pound lead, I'll take it for now. But yesterday we saved a couple of spots just for today, so hopefully we can get them pretty good again.
Those deep spots, are they replenishing with fish every day? I mean, it seems like you guys are fishing deeper than anybody else. You talked about that several times. Those fish replenishing.
Yeah, definitely. We're fishing probably up to 65 feet, and we're fishing out by the channel, out on main lake points, and it's definitely going to replenish, hopefully, with the same size fish as we caught yesterday.
Tell you what, man, you guys did great. You have a lot of fun on the water, and we appreciate you. Joe Zapp and Jeff Voss from Ramapo College in first place going into this final day. We're getting ready to get the fishing started right now.
Go Hokie!
Do this, man.
Philpot is not the kind of lake where you're going to see wild swings and weights, but that also means catching 2 pounds more than anyone else can move you way up in the standings.
Sitting in 17-foot of water right now, but right over there is 60 foot of water. I marked a bunch of fish right around 30 feet on the bottom, so I'm going to try to drag this big football jig by their face.
We're pretty much changing up everything we've done. This entire week we're drop shot to get 7 pounds a day. Right now we're going big or going home.
We're fishing long sloping points, but we're fishing real deep off of them, between like 30 and 50 foot. And I mean, the big ones are there, it's just getting them to bite.
We've been fishing all week in these kind of same spots, and we haven't hit the big bite yet, so I think we're due.
A lot of the guys are going into the final day with sort of a hero or zero mentality because, you know, you've already qualified for the national championship. And while that's a nice mentality to have, I really would like to at least catch a limit before I go chase purely big fish. Like that. Feels like a good one. Come here, come here. Number 1. Take it. 4 or 5 of those, and then we can go throw a jig and try and catch a bigger fish.
We're gonna gamble and go deep. We're fishing a hump that goes from 40 feet to 20 to 9, back down to 20, back to 40 again. And hoping we can pull out some fish out here. That's a fish. That's a fish. Woo!
That's what I'm talking about, Chris.
Woo! Philpott special, baby. Let's see if we can get some more of those.
Solid keeper right there.
Woo-hoo! In style. Check it out.
That's what I'm talking about.
The fish are turning on, and one team doesn't want to miss out on their chances.
Fairmont State's on the board. It'd be amazing to win this tournament.
It'd be pretty awesome.
To win it would be something else.
Woo! It'd be phenomenal. It'd be a milestone not only for myself, but also for the Virginia Tech bass fishing team.
The win last year was great, but at the same time, proving you could do it twice in a row really means a lot.
We got a shot, so it feels good to be there and have a chance.
Go Fairmont! It's the 2012 FLW College Fishing Northern Conference Championship on Philpott Lake. There's a lot on the line for the 5 final teams fishing today, and they're scattered all around this tough fishery, trying to unlock its secrets and find those big bites.
Philpott is a challenging lake. It's a beautiful lake. It's deep, it's clear, the fish suspend a lot, they're tricky to pattern, they move a lot. It's a great lake to have this on because it's a really good test of your ability. So Keith.
The biggest challenge right now is just to find them out there in the deep spots. We found that our pattern's fishing long sloping points in about anywhere from 30 feet down to 50 feet. So it's just hard to catch them real deep, and you don't catch a whole lot off one spot.
Fishing in New Jersey now, we're used to pressured lakes and tough fishing. The whole summer in New Jersey is generally tough to catch fish.
After fishing all these tough lakes, you eventually start to learn finesse techniques that are actually really good to use. So finesse fishing is definitely one of our strengths, and this lake, we're finesse fishing the whole time. Fish deep water, really slow. So definitely fishing pressured lakes and hard lakes is definitely paying off for us.
That's a big one. That's a really big one.
Take it easy, man. Keep your
I'm taking it easy. Oh, boy, that's the fish we need.
Yeah, you should keep it. Oh, that's a good fish.
Yes!
Number one. That's it.
That's what I'm talking about right there. See? Slow and steady.
Yeah.
Number one.
We've been fishing places where the wind's kind of been blowing away from, but it's been places we've been catching fish the last 2 days. For some reason, they aren't there, so we made a move to this little point. We hadn't caught a fish here the past 3 days, but it's a little less windy, and what wind there is, it's blowing into this point. Well, that wind moves the shad around. They should be moving the shad into this point, so the fish should be there. They'll bite. Yeah. Doesn't feel real big, but I've been wrong before.
Decent.
Oh, get him in the net. All right.
Might go in there.
He's fat. Oh yeah, no question. All right, Fairmont, number 2.
Virginia Tech was recently named the #1 bass club in the country by 2 different polls, and they've lived up to it this week by qualifying 2 teams for the final day and the 2013 FLW College Fishing National Championship. While both teams will need a big comeback to win this tournament, they both have totally different strategies on this final day. Jody White is attempting to catch his limit in areas that have produced all week before going big fish hunting, while Andrew Jackson and Patrick Snellings have changed it up on this final day and are swinging for the fences.
This is the first time we fished this the entire time we've been here. We found it during practice and thought it'd be a good spot, but just never came back to it. You know, when we came down to practice, we found some fish and thought they were schooling up. Thought we were gonna catch on big swim baits and things like that. And then first day of practice, we came out and we figured out how big the bait was. Fish on.
Oh, come on, bring it up, bring it up.
5-pound test. Oh, all day long. Here we go, that's 2 in the boat.
Yes. I've kind of been using this as my backup spot. My pre-fishing taught me that the morning was the best time to catch a big fish. This tournament has taught me that the morning is apparently not a good time to catch fish at all. So I'm figuring that this morning I'll come and hopefully be able to catch a few on a drop shot a little bit earlier. There we go, had to get him out of that brush. Talking about. Number 2.
Woo-woo!
Where we live, we have Champlain, and it's like you can go out and catch 18, 20 pounds of smallmouth right now. And coming down here, it was a big adjustment. I mean, the thing that probably helps me out the most is up where we live. We have a Saranac Lake is up where we live. and it is literally almost identical to this. I mean, not as clear, but with like the structure that we're fishing, with like the trees coming out deep and stuff, it's almost identical to this. And I think that really helps us out a lot.
There we go. There we go.
Here you go, Chris. Ease them in, ease them in.
There we go. Woo! Yes!
It's a good swim.
Oh, there we go.
It's a good change.
There we go.
There's 2.
Our top 5 teams are off to strong starts this morning, and there's more bass where those came from.
There is fish.
More action from the Northern Conference Championship is up next.
There we go.
Look at that one right there.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, every tournament we fish, Fairmont's always normally right behind us or right in front of us. So this tournament is no different. We're in first, they're in second. So we got to catch them today.
I was thinking a little bit about how Ramapo's doing, but I haven't seen them running, so they'll probably catch them down there on their spot. Really don't want to lose to them again. Net. Smallmouth. All right, get in there. Number 3, they're not big, but we'll take them for now.
It's the final day of the FLW College Fishing Northern Conference Championship. Ramapo College and Fairmont State each have 3 fish in the boat and continue to hold on to the top 2 spots on the leaderboard. But as bad as they want to beat each other, they know the other 3 teams are still in contention, and decision-making over the next few hours will determine who takes the trophy home.
Man, today's a chore to catch 5, huh?
I know, right?
You think everyone's doing this? I'm sure, right?
It's got to be slow for everyone.
I haven't had this much problems getting a limit the whole time I've been down here. I don't know if we should stay in this creek or run out the main lake.
There's a big thing of shad.
Oh yeah. We're hoping the big ones are up in here.
I almost wonder if I should take my jig trailer off. I'm getting bites, but I'm not hooking up with the jig. I'm probably gonna try that actually.
Oh wow, is that a bass? Right there? Oh, he did not like that one bit. That's a nice fish though.
Apparently this isn't his flavor.
Never thought I'd be sight fishing on this lake.
Fishing Philpot is definitely, you definitely got to take your time all day and kind of grind it out all day long. I mean, you just got to really take your time. I mean, drop shotting is really slow, so you just got to be patient with it and hope for the best.
Deep water definitely takes a lot of patience. There is fish.
Good one?
Kinda.
Oh yeah.
Yes!
Getting there.
Ooh, slowly, but we're getting there.
Oh yeah.
Number 4. That'll work.
That's a good fish too.
Nice.
That's a real good one right there, actually.
Yeah, we needed that bad.
Yeah.
Largemouths have no business being this deep. What the deal is. Should be up underneath all these laydowns. Every bank you look at looks like there should be fish on it, but they're just not on the bank. They're out in the middle of the lake. That wind finally died down, shad are moving up a little higher in the water column. Hopefully the fish will start biting better for us.
Fairmont's been fishing deep all day with a drop shot, catching most of their fish that way. While Ryan stays with the drop shot, Will decides to switch it up and is now throwing a swim bait in search of that elusive bigger bite.
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
Yes!
That is a nice fish, dude. Nice. Dude, that is what we needed right there.
It's a big one right there.
Dude, we need to start fishing deeper. That's where they're at. I was on the swim bait.
It's on the swim bait.
Dang, that is a nice fish. That could be a game changer right there.
All right, that's number 4. We need one more.
Fish. Oh, yeah.
Whew. Yeah!
One more.
Chris Benninger and Richard Lee of SUNY Plattsburgh decided to work out deep this morning, something they haven't done all tournament. They caught one keeper, but are going back to their original pattern, and the move has paid off as they've landed 3 keepers in the last hour.
Yeah, baby. One more. This spot's gotten us 3 or 4 fish this entire week. If we need a fish really bad, we come here. They're not really big, but they're keepers. It's about 35 feet of water, and we got a big tree that comes down and it spreads out all through here. Most of the time you get caught up on it. You can stay over your line. Usually you can pull a couple of good fish out of here. There's another one.
Woo! Woo! Oh my God. Yeah, he's keeping.
Woohoo! Number 5.
Knew this tree was gonna get it today.
Now back over to Ramapo, one team that hasn't felt the urge to switch things around today. They've got confidence in their deep water pattern and feel they can drop shot their way to victory.
Yeah, you know, I mean, it's always good to do something different than the rest of the field. If you could figure out find a spot that's less pressure, or there's anything different that the other guys aren't doing. I mean, there's some great fishermen out here. The other college teams. So, I mean, you got to do everything you can to put the odds in your favor to win. I think we're doing that by staying out deeper today.
There he is.
Yeah, good one.
Yep. Come on.
Take it easy with him. We need this one. Oh, we need this.
This is a really good one.
We need this fish for sure.
Come on, buddy.
Take it easy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a big fish.
Yes! Woo! Yes!
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. There we go.
Look at that one right there.
Oh, yeah.
Yes!
That's over 2.
It's on now.
That's 2.5 pounder, right?
It is on now. Woo! That's what I'm talking about right there.
That feels awesome now.
Oh, that's great.
Number 5, right?
That's 5.
Oh, yeah.
Ramapo and Fairmont are once again in a tight race for the conference championship, while the 3 teams behind them search for a game-changing bass.
Woo, baby! That's what I'm talking about.
National Guard FLW College Fishing is brought to you by Ranger Boats, still building legends one at a time. Evinrude E-Tech, power, performance, and 300 hours without maintenance. Kellogg's, the best to you. Castrol, it's more than just oil, it's liquid engineering. Everstart, fish more, worry less. And by Walmart, save money, live better.
So what we did yesterday, we had a pretty good limit of fish in the morning. We basically saved this spot just for today, and so far it's really paying off. We got 4 of our good ones from here. If we could pick up one more good one, we'll be sitting really nice. We're basically fishing for one more bite.
Yep, one bite all day.
Fish.
Yeah. Good one.
Keeper. Yes, that's 5. That's definitely 5 now. Yes.
Get rid of that little 12-incher.
Whew, the hook came out.
Oh,
woo.
wow.
Wasn't ready for that one. Yes.
Actually, number 6, but that really gets rid of. I
just wanted to get rid of that little one.
That feels nice.
There's a new Ranger boat waiting for the college team that can win the Northern Conference Championship here on Philpott Lake, and Ramapo College is hoping to defend the title that they won a year ago.
That feels good, man. We're getting there.
Now we just need a big one.
They've had a solid day, sticking with their deep drop shot pattern, and feel they can put it away with one more solid fish. Meanwhile, SUNY Plattsburgh has held their 3rd place position by taking advantage of their one key spot, which hasn't let them down. It's been a slow day for Andrew Jackson and Patrick Snellings of Virginia Tech, while their teammate Jody White, who's fishing solo, has fared better, drop-shotting his favorite honey hole. And Fairmont State, who finished second last year, find themselves in a similar position and are searching for that kicker bite that could finally get them past Ramapo and secure them their first conference title.
All right, come on now, fish. I know you're here. All we need is like one 3.5 pounder.
Fairmont State has put their faith in a 4-inch morning dawn colored robo-worm and drop-shotting it all day. But the bite seems to have slowed down, so they've rigged up a larger 6-inch worm, hoping it'll produce a big fish.
We still got time. A couple years ago, final day, we can catch anything till the last hour. That's a keeper.
Oh, no.
I thought it went
Make you nervous? Did I make you nervous? I got you. I got you back.
Ah, about
That
time.
is what we needed right there.
Number 5.
Was that the big worm?
Yeah, that was on the 6-inch.
I'm putting that on.
Number 5, finally.
We needed him. We needed him bad.
We don't have a big limit, but we got 5.
It's a decent sized fish too. Yeah, let's work on bringing that balance beam out.
Jody White is still looking for his limit. Although he's bounced around to different spots and tried different techniques to get a bigger fish, he keeps coming back to his favorite honey hole. It's the only place that has paid off for him today.
I've been on this spot so much that I'm trying to keep myself backed off a little bit further away, make some longer distance casts. Even though, it cuts down on my sensitivity a little bit, I think it could help in terms of catching more fish. It seems like a lot of my fish are coming before I get the boat into the spot. So we're gonna try casting it into the brush and into the flat and dragging it out over that lip. There we go. Be a keeper. Oh, it's a hog, per se. Ah, nice. Woohoo! Number 4 in style. Check it out. That feels good.
Found out there was a hump here throughout the week, just by team talking, watching people sit up here. We tried to find it the first day, but we didn't have the correct electronics to help us out. So we really couldn't have a chance to fish it. Just trying to upgrade our limit today, and there was nobody here, so we decided to take a shot and see what we can pull up.
I got a fish.
Oh, that's a nice fish too. That's a nice fish.
Woo, baby! Woo!
Your day, Chris.
Yeah!
Your day.
That's what I'm talking about. That was a huge upgrade. Huge upgrade.
Oh, that's a good one. Clutch. Look at that.
Here's magic, ladies and gentlemen. Can't be stopped. He's hot.
Will Deffenbach has been hot for Fairmont State, landing all 6 fish they've caught today. His partner Ryan has been shut out, and he desperately wants to contribute to his team's effort.
Got him?
Yeah.
That a boy.
There he is.
Oh, yeah.
He's fat. He's fat. Man, that took all day long.
That a boy. Get back in there.
Oh. Yeah, I really needed that fish bad. I was struggling all day long. All day.
One team that hasn't been struggling is Ramapo College. They've had a solid limit in the boat, and they're debating whether they should go in early to make sure they get back in time.
Dude, we got like 5 more minutes. You gonna just call it? I mean, I can't really see us catching anything really very, very helpful.
right now. Do you? I think we might have enough right now, and I'd rather not chance it. Fish.
Yeah?
Yep.
Big one?
Yep. Not really. I don't know. He's all right.
Almost stole the ball. Dude, that's a good fish.
Kinda.
That's a decent fish.
Yeah, I'll take it.
So, with just a few minutes left, Ramapo has to cull one of their fish. But they're having a hard time figuring out which one to throw back.
So we got the 3 in there. And those are all pretty decent fish, right?
Yeah. I think. I'm kind of confused here. This one might be the smallest.
Yeah, you want to just chuck him and go?
Well, we can cull at the ramp. If we go right now, we'll have. Let's get out of here. That just actually gave us another half a pound. We gotta go.
So they made the decision to keep all 6 fish and cull at the ramp before they check in. The other 4 teams are headed in as well, and Ramapo's choice could affect them all, as it could be a rules violation.
Right? Do you think the one on the bottom is the smallest of these 3?
Well, we can cull at the ramp. I think. I'm kind of confused here. If we go right now, we'll have. Let's get out of here. That just actually gave us another half a pound.
It's the end of the final day of the FLW College Fishing Northern Conference Championship, and the team from Ramapo College doesn't realize that they just made a grave rules violation.
We still have a 6th in here, though. Is that all right? We didn't call him out yet.
We just caught him. We haven't fished since we caught him.
We got 6 fish in there?
Yeah, we haven't fished since we caught him.
5 fish, so you can't have 6 in the boat. You always have to pull.
I mean, we still never fished with the 6th one.
I guess this looks like we're not going to be allowed to weigh in. It looks like we might be disqualified for the day, actually.
A misunderstanding of the rules could cost Ramapo the title.
He's flying solo on day 1. Had his partner yesterday. Fished by himself again today. Welcome to the stage, Jody White, representing Virginia Tech.
Wow!
Good job, Jody.
Jody White catching them on the final day when it counts the most. New leader, Virginia Tech, 5 pounds and 6 ounces. You did it. Good job.
Typically at this point, our first place team goes down and waits for their turn to weigh in. They grab their fish and sweat it out. In this case, boy, did they have a great day. Expected to win, but had a terrible ending.
We didn't know that we couldn't actually move with 6 fish in our live well with not fishing. Like, we caught a fish and we were just going to come back and try to check in early, and we didn't fish afterward, but we had found out that we couldn't do that.
The weight is disqualified for today only. They just happened to put 1 extra fish in the live well, was going to cull it later, then realized it was a rule violation.
Woo! That's what I'm talking about, Chris. Philpott special, baby.
Welcome to the stage. Their first time fishing in tournaments, and they qualify for the Northern Conference Championship. Chris Benninger, Richard Lee representing SUNY Plattsburgh.
A 5 bass limit for SUNY Plattsburgh. You're looking for 314. 5 worth 7 pounds and 3 ounces. Your new leader with 1 team left, Jason.
Straight to the board. Yes! That is a nice fish, dude.
Deja Vu 2011, they walked away 2nd place. They want redemption in 2012. Welcome Will Deffenbach, 2011 All-American angler, and Ryan Radcliffe to the stage from Fairmont State University.
I know you're anxious. Here we go. You need 5 pounds and 9 ounces for the win. Let's see them. 2 good ones there. 2 good ones there. But you're going to need number 5. This is going to determine whether you walk away and win this title or not. A 5 bass limit. 5 worth 7 pounds, 4 ounces.
Your 2012 Northern Conference College Champions, Fairmont State University.
It's not an easy lake to fish on, and we worked for every single fish, especially today.
Started out, I mean, we were struggling. The wind was blowing hard, and we just had to keep hammering down, and we made some adjustments, and finally that last hour we got into them a little bit.
Started busting them, man. I can tell you're nervous right now. You're excited. You don't know what to say, huh?
I'm so nervous.
Your Northern Conference champions, presented by Mercury, Fairmont State University.
Here's the final results, and a stunner at the end of the day for Ramapo sends them all the way down to 4th. Congratulations to all the teams who competed with us here this week. And remember, FLW is the best in fishing on and off the water. So go to FLWOutdoors.com for expanded coverage and tips from our top pros. On behalf of all of us here at FLW, thanks for watching.